All right, I was going to make you guys wait till Monday for my commentary on Bryan Kohberger and Dateline, but let me go ahead and jump right into it. Dateline was pretty much repetitive, pretty much a rehash of the last Dateline, but we did have a couple of nuggets dropped. Now, what you'll see is the anti-Kohberger people doing nothing but talking about Coffin Daffer and all the anti-Kohberger stuff that was mentioned. But what is not being talked about is some of the things that was released that is actually pro-Kohberger. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. There's four main takes to take out of the Dateline, if you even believe Dateline. I don't necessarily believe Dateline because Jennifer Coffin Daffer was heavily used throughout the program. Now, what are the four things? So let's go with the pro-Kohberger things, the my position, I guess you would say. Number one, we found out that the IDs that Bryan Kohberger had did not belong to anyone in the entire house. And that is a big, big thing, because what does this tell you? It tells you that some of the leaks that News Nation has been doing is all fraudulent. Second of all, we learned that Bryan Kohberger was not jumping into the DMs of any of the victims or anybody in the house. Once again, that proves that News Nation leaks are all completely incorrect. It's all bullshit. Now let's talk about the things that Kohberger detractors will use. They said that Bryan Kohberger's sister on Christmas Eve basically brought up the fact that Kohberger was wearing latex gloves, and she suspected him of the Idaho 4 murders. That a source told them that. Well, is it a source from the family? Because if it's not a source from the family, how in the fuck would you know? That's number one. Number two, he has two sisters. One that lives there, Amanda, and then one from Jersey, which is the psychiatrist or whatever it was, counselor that lost her job, okay? When it comes to this, to me, that's still all hearsay. Do you think that the Kohberger family, who went to his court date, is somehow going to leak that kind of information? Do you think they're going to set their brother up, their son up, for that kind of fucking downfall? Even if they did consider it a possibility? Dateline tells us that the sister and the family went out and searched the car looking for evidence. Do you really believe that, bro? Remember, Kohberger's father, mother, sister, all showed up at his initial hearings. Now, let's move on. What was the other thing when it came to Kohberger that they said? They said that he bought the knife and knife sheath off Amazon. Okay, I don't know where they got that from. We all know that they had subpoenaed information from Amazon, Walmart, and all of that. I will say that could be an issue, but let me also say this. I can right now easily buy a knife and knife sheath. But if you look at the original search warrant for his parents' house, it looks to me that they found many knives. There could have been kitchen knives, could have been anything. Here's the reality about this. Even if he had, maybe he's the knife collector. Maybe he's at one of the parties. Maybe he is a loner, and he's sitting there talking to another dude that happened to have a knife and knife sheath. And he's like, hey, bro, let me see your shit. And he touches his shit and his fingers on it. Look, my point of this is none of that is home run shit. None of that is home run shit. It's still all circumstantial, and that's all this case has been from the beginning. Now, when I initially posted about this, I said it gives you time to pause because I'm fair and balanced. But the reality of this entire situation is simple. Being fair and balanced doesn't mean I'm changing my position. I still believe Bryan Kohberger is innocent until found guilty. I still believe that Bryan Kohberger is innocent until proven guilty. With that being the case, you're not going to change my mind until you give me some grand slam type evidence. And to me, any of you people that bootlick and ride the cops' dicks and say, well, 100% the prosecution's right, well, then why ain't they right on 50% of the homicides in America? I'm not going to bootlick this small town PD just because it's the easy path to take while playing this game of Clue. All the evidence is circumstantial, and the reality of this is none of you can prove that otherwise. And in America, you're innocent until proven guilty. If Kohberger did it, give him the death penalty. I'm a conservative, goddamn right, give him the death penalty if he did it. But I'm not going to sit here and automatically side with the justice system or law enforcement that gets their shit right majority of the time. And I don't give a fuck. Listen, I'm pro-police. But I'm also very, very honest about the mistakes that police make in general. It's easy when a town and political system is pressuring you to go out there and make a quick It's easy to come fast. Let me make that clear. It's easy to go out there and make an arrest because a town is pressuring you because their entire economy is based on the University of Idaho. It's easy for political pressure in any type of situation like that to influence police. Now, do I think Bryan Kohberger for sure is innocent? No, I don't believe anybody. I don't believe anything until it's all said and done. But right now, he's innocent until proven guilty. You have not proven anything. And at the end of the day, as I've said for weeks and months, if I was on the jury, I would vote not guilty. Dateline is no different than fucking News Nation. Just being honest. All this is continued speculation. And let's just say it's real. So they're going to go against the gag order. They're going to put out this information. Once again, they're going to do just like News Nation, take their little leaks that they get, say fuck the gag order, and go ahead and continue to pile on Bryan Kohberger. And so many of you people are okay with that. So many of you people are okay with the piling on Bryan Kohberger and ensuring that he can't get a fair trial. What if that was you? What if that was your child? What would you think then? What would be your position then? Did Kohberger do it? There's a chance. But I think that he deserves a fair and balanced trial, period. I want the right person incarcerated or put to death that killed these students. I don't want look, man, we're talking about a capital case. We're talking about death. If you're going to put Bryan Kohberger to death, you better be goddamn sure he did it. That's the reality. Now, you guys are welcome. I gave you a video on my day off. If you like what I do here and you want to support the channel, links are down below. Get back to drinking, get my dick sucked, whatever the fuck. I'm out.